Always give your customers so much value they think you're nuts. Always give your customers so much value they think you're nuts. And of course, the third part of this, we talked to our group through this, is events. I can't spend a lot of time on this, but I'll tell you this. If you want to connect with millionaires, write this website down, vistage.com. They're always looking for speakers, they're always looking for authors, Vistage. They do 10,000 events a month. Only millionaires in the room. Is that pretty cool? Yeah. Yes or no? If you want to connect with wildly successful entrepreneurs, there's a group called Club Corp. Write down clubcorp.com. If you want business people, I like BNI's. I like Leroy's. I like Latip. I like all those business offerings where you can go, and this is going to change your life if you'll just be open to this one little process. And I also like Eventbrite and Meetup. I like all those, right? So you hire an admin, go to upwork.com. You make them apply by voice only. Resume is fine, but they got to call you to talk to them because they're going to be your outreach source. Does that make sense? You'll probably spend less than $100 a week to have a virtual admin that does a lot of your outreach for you. You're the last person that ever calls to get a speaking gig. You hire someone else, they call on your behalf. You train them on the script, they call all day for you. And they're only calling events that have two things: perfect customers, perfect connections. Write that down. Perfect customers, perfect connections. I will teach you guys how to stop doing that event. You see this at events all the time. People come into what's called spray and pray. You ever seen that? They bring their business cards. Here's my business card. Call me. Where do you think all those business cards go? In the garbage.
So true.
What you're going to do is, anytime you get an email with a perfect event, you're going to send them right back to the promoter, sponsor and speak at your event. We love sponsoring events like this, right? Jennifer calls to like an event. I don't care if there's 20 people or there's 2,000 people. It doesn't matter, right? Write this down. Always show up for the right people. Always show up for the right people. And even though I'm only here for like 14 hours, whatever it is, it doesn't matter, right? I know that there's one or two people's lives in here that we're going to do a lot of business together. I know every stage I take, there's going to be somebody here that might need some national exposure, might need some connections, right? And that's where the fun is at. The fun for me is in the deal flow. But the minute you send that out, they'll send you back right away saying, yeah, we'd love to have you speak at our event, right? And you ask, how does your sponsor and speak program? Well, I only need like 5 minutes. I have nothing to sell. I'm just going to give away some great content. And you always do it this way, right? So once you get booked for that, you can negotiate on the price. Do you have longer slots, right? And we'll teach you how to do this. How do you get booked once a week? How often?
Once a week.
To speak for less than 5 minutes. Would that be okay? In that 5 minutes, you'll capture all the data. Is that pretty cool? So it's always, you give a couple of great solid tips to the group about your area of expertise. And you say, I've got a great gift for everybody, right? I've created this very special report, the 5 things you have to know to launch, grow, and build a great business. You have your own special report, 5 things you know before you hire this. The value of this gift is more than $300. And it's a gift because you're part of this chamber, because you're part of this network, because you're listening on CNN, whatever it is, right? And you always have them text to a certain number. So you text and say, text this number, within the next 24 hours, you'll get all those gifts plus more. You'd be surprised how instantly everyone does what? Pulls out their phone and texts. Does that make sense? Yeah. And you want to learn this process and get it down to a science, because you'll 10x, write this down, you'll 10x your lead flow. How many of you guys want more quality leads? Say that's me. You need quality leads. But the events you want to go to are those, you want to be prepared for that. We'll make sure that you're prepared for that, and so is your 2-minute power pitch. Would that be helpful?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, that I've watched people go to networking events for years and years and years, and they miss it hook, line, and sinker. You're not just going there to say hello to somebody, you're going there to create a what? A relationship. Best way to create a relationship is create value first. That's why I connect with all the top rock star entrepreneurs and people that run events. I figured out ways to create value first. Yes? In addition to that, so let's take the bottom side, right? So the top side is all about creating your ecosystem. Creating your what? Ecosystem. This is all in 90 days. This cranks your foundation through the roof. Shows you how to get booked more to speak. Shows you how to get positioned right with the right people. But on the bottom side, this is where it becomes a little tougher. We're going to work on your habits. We're going to teach you a process called 10 before 10. Think about your habits from a couple days ago. They look something like this. If not, they need to change. No more to-do lists. No more checking your social media first thing in the morning. No more checking your emails first thing in the morning. Outsource everything except the 3 things you're the best at. It'll take you 6 months to learn this process. Because we all think we're the best, right? Whatever we do, we think we're the best at that topic. So I'll give you an example. Say I am not a graphic designer.
A graphic designer.
How many of you guys believe that, yes?
Yes. I'm a graphic designer.
Okay, if you're a graphic designer, that's cool. Then hire him. And that's awesome. But you shouldn't be doing it. Your 8 hours of work could have been spent on the things you're the best at in your business. We make you map out your habits to make sure they're connected to your vision. If they're not, you're wasting your time. So another example, no more unscheduled calls. Unless it's your family or somebody you have to take a call from. Once again, if they don't value your time, they just think they can call you anytime. I get this call all the time. Can I get an hour session with you? I say, yeah, go to PayPal, it's $2,500. I'm glad to help you out for an hour. They're like, what? I said, yeah, my time is valuable. The minute you realize your time is valuable, write this down. You'll stop discounting it. You'll stop allowing people to steal your time. And they always want to steal your time in the morning, and they're usually negative. Right? Then it changes your state of mind. In the morning, no calls at all. Get your top 10 things done. You always write them down the night before. And it's not always what you do, it's what you delegate. The most successful entrepreneurs in the world are great at delegating. You're going to become great at delegating. How many of you would be helpful with that? Say yes. How many of you want more vacations? Yes. More family time? Yes. More quality time? What would be a good time to implement this idea?
Now.
Listen, I'm giving this to CEOs, major leaders. I lecture at the M&A Awards, that we're at the UN, and it's the same thing, right? Whatever your habits are, you will become. Only a matter of time. Are we clear on the habits, how important this is? Yes? Yes. And as you start going through the path of this, right, we have to work on something very huge called accountability. This is what entrepreneurs hate. I'm going to give you daily accountable exercises. So we line your goals up with your vision and realize that goals, write this down, are only a milestone. That's all they are, just a milestone. Don't get caught up in not achieving a goal. A goal is a milestone that has minimum, maximum, and outrageous numbers to it. And those numbers have to come at you every week, every day, every quarter. That's why public companies report per quarter. They've all done it per quarter. I'm going to help you gauge your success every quarter and hold you accountable to it. Would that be okay? And give you a whole dashboard that measures. Would that be pretty cool too? Yes. Will you build your sales process in? That's why the first part is tough. The rest becomes a walk in the park.